guys, I'm Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we are building a big family house, and I did post a picture of this on Twitter several weeks ago. I don't fully remember. It's been done, like fully finished in my folders on my computer for quite a while now. I just haven't released it or anything. I wanted to save it for a good day. I'm not entirely sure that today is that day, but here you go anyways. So it is a big rustic family home, and it is for two parents, a teen, a kid, and also a toddler. So there's room for a little bit of everything except a grandma, not this time around. But hopefully there'll be like a grandma room in one of the future builds or something. We like grandmas on my Discord channel, basically. If you want to join the Discord channel, by the way, there's a link to that in the description down below. But yeah, so we're building that today, and I did spend about let me think, five and a half hours on this. There's quite a lot of landscaping. It is built in Newcrest, and it's on it's a 40 by 30, so it's on one of the lots on the right side of the map, like the ones that are in a like a stripe. What you call that? Not a stripe, but like in a row is what it's called. On the right side of the map. So it's one of the bigger lots on that, or in that part of Newcrest. And yeah, I think it took me five and a half hours to do it. There's a lot of landscaping, so it's probably not the most, like, the cheapest house you can find out there. So if you play the game realistically and you're on your first generation of your family or something like that, like realistically without cheats and everything, you probably can't afford this house, but that's just that. That's just how that is. I don't really build houses for more realistic gameplay, to be honest. I like to go crazy with decorating and landscaping, and that just costs a lot of civilians, so that's just how that is. So not a very budget friendly house this time around either. The next couple of houses won't be either. But yeah, that's just how that is. I do realize some of you guys have been asking for starter houses. I am not the biggest fan of building starter houses because I feel like you're so restricted with what you can do, and I often feel like starter houses turn out to be extremely boring to look at, and I just don't like building boring houses. But I will have a look at like a starter house of some sort soonish, I think, because it was asked a couple of times by now if I could do one. So yeah, just a little update on that. It's almost weekend as well. It is Thursday today, and personally I am super excited for the weekend. Tomorrow I have a deadline, with like a huge deadline. I don't know if you guys don't follow me on Twitter. I tweeted over there that I was having a little bit of a rough week with work, so there have been fewer videos than I like on the channel. I feel like it's been okay though, but there'll be this build this week and then another one hopefully on Sunday as well. But other than that, there haven't been other builds, which is not really what I'm trying to go for right now. I want the channel to be like build crazy, but I just didn't have the time because of that work. I had a very mean deadline. Basically, I had one day less to do it than I should have had. So yeah, it's a bit of a mean deadline, plus work on top of that as well. So that's just how that is sometimes. But I am trying to get it done today. I'm just taking a small break to do this voiceover, and the deadline is tomorrow. And then I will be going out to eat lunch with my man, and it's gonna be nice. And other than that, I'm just gonna go home and build, and it's just gonna be a good time. I am looking forward to that so much. I often get these like huge, how do you call it, like, how do you say that, like, my motivation for making videos grows like crazy when I'm working. I can't think of anything else other than all the videos that I wish I had time to do, basically. So I'm super excited to just like jump into it. Also next week my man goes back to work as well because summer vacation is over, so I get to have a little bit more time to do voiceovers, so we can finally get into playing the LP again, because I've had issues recording that with him being home and everything. And I mean, that's okay, it's his vacation and everything. I'm not judging him for that. But it is a little bit of a struggle for me when I really want to record the LP and everything. But it should continue from next week. I am super excited for that. And I'm also gonna make a second channel actually, because I did put up a community post, or a post in the community tab is what I'm supposed to say. But anyways, switching those words around because English is a struggle. But I did ask you guys if you would mind there being like different kinds of games here on the channel, and most of you, although it was like 55 versus 45 basically. I was about to say 55 versus 55, which does not make any sense. But anyways, 55 versus 45% said that they they prefer if this was just The Sims. So I'm gonna make a second channel for other games. Hopefully we can like play Minecraft over there. I'm planning to play a lot of Minecraft over there because I'm really into Minecraft right now. I get these like always crazy when I log on. I have to tell myself not to log on from the morning because I literally won't do anything else the entire day. It's stupid. I am so stuck on Minecraft basically. Even just, you know, being out farming or whatever, mining or anything like that, it's so relaxing. So I really love being on Minecraft, but I really have to like tell myself if I have a lot of plans for the day, I need to not log on basically. But I really want to play that on the other channel as well, and I really want to play Ooblets when it comes out, and there are some other games as well that I really like to look into. I was thinking about House Flipper, but I don't really know if that's over by now, like kind of if the moment has been there and gone again. So I will see. Let me know if there are any other games you want to watch me play over there on that channel. I'm not entirely sure what the name should be yet, but I'm hoping to have time to brainstorm some ideas, even though you guys come up with a lot of awesome names on the Discord. It was like Aveline 2.0 and I don't know, it doesn't work in an intro. They were very good though. They were very, very funny. It was nice to read those while I was working. But yeah, so that's gonna happen soonish at least. And also on Saturday I am planning on recording the 20k subscriber special, which is gonna be making my sim self with a face cam. With my face cam on, with the webcam on. So that's gonna be, I'm kind of nervous because it's been a while. I have streamed with webcam before or with face cam before, and I also used a picture of myself on the Discord and also Twitter, but I feel like it's somewhat still a face reveal because I haven't done that in a video yet. So I'm a little bit nervous for that, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope hopefully it's gonna work out. Well, otherwise that's just awkward. But we'll get to that point. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Is that how you say it? I think so. Anyways, but yeah, let's talk a little bit about the build because now I've been rambling on for 7 minutes about random stuff. So obviously, as you can see, we're doing a lot of landscaping for this build. I did cut a lot of it out as well because it was getting very repetitive, like placing down the same rocks over and over and over, and also a lot of the plants are the same, like different spots around the lot as well. So a lot of that is cut out just to make sure that the video wouldn't end up being like, I actually had to cut out so much because even sped up completely, it was 41 minutes, and I'm just not prepared for a voiceover that's 41 minutes. Plus, I don't think my computer would like rendering a video that's 41 minutes either. So I did cut a lot of it out, but there should be like, it should make sense in the video, if that makes any sense to you guys as I'm saying it. That was a weird sentence. Anyways, so yeah, we're doing the funny split level platform thing because it is built during summertime, I think. I'm pretty sure. So it looks okay during summer. During autumn especially, and also early spring, it'll probably look a little bit weird because the grass on the platform or on the foundation that I'm using like elevated ground sort of will look very vibrant green. However, the grass on the ground will look a little bit more grayish or brownish, and that's just, it works like that in game. That's just how that is, because that grass on the platform, foundation, whatever you want to call it, is floor tile. So it's not actually like living grass. We can just pretend like it's fake grass in the game, basically. But yeah, so a lot of the landscaping is cut out, but I actually ended up, and this is not something I usually do, when I build, I tend to start from the front. So I'll start out building the entire house shell, like wallpaper, windows, doors, everything, and then I'll move on to doing the landscaping on the front, basically. Always. This is what I always do. And then sometimes I'll take a break because the next step is furnishing. And that's not my favorite part. I don't know, I have to be in a good mood to do furnishing. Or I like be in the mood for it. I can't force myself to do furnishing because then I'll just like half-ass it basically. But yeah, anyways, and so I do that, like floor planning, wallpaper on the interior, furnishing, everything just done on the interior completely, and then I will do terraces. So something that's got to do with like furnishing outside, terraces or back porch or front porch, so on and so on. Then I'll do what's it called, that landscaping in the backyard, yes. And then I'll do like add a few extra furniture here and there if there's a gazebo that needs like couches or whatever, a barbecue area, something like that. So for this one, however, I did start out with the front as always, but then I moved on. Before I did the interior, because I had an idea of what I wanted the backyard to look like, so I just continued with the landscaping, which is why there is like a huge, like the first like 12-13 minutes of this video is basically just exterior, and I don't know, maybe you guys like that, maybe you don't, but I thought I'd just point it out in case you're sitting here wondering why I haven't started furnishing yet, or if I skipped it, or what's going on, because it is a lot different. Like, it is different from basically every other speed build video that I've done, except apartments, but they're not really, they're different, whatever. So yeah, but for the backyard, I had a lot of fun with it. There's a lot going on in the backyard. I was trying to fill up, I was trying to do something with the entire space. So there's a little area down here which will be turned into a grill area, just a little like seating area where they can sit and eat. They have a gazebo so they can sit in there and chill and just sit and talk or something. And there's also actually room for a tent. Plus, I put a gate in the backyard because I figured if it's a 40 by 30 and there's a lot going on, it would just be nice for the Sims to be able to get outside of the lot through the backyard rather than having to go through the house to the front yard and then out like that. So I don't know. Plus, there's a lot going on behind the build because it's a Newcrest. Like, there's a little barbecue area in the back as well, so your Sims will be able to get around just fine and quickly. So yeah, for the interior, I was trying to play around with like a very dark warm brown. I know it doesn't necessarily fit the color scheme that's going on the exterior, but I feel like it's okay sometimes to just have a little bit of like, it doesn't have to all look the same, if that makes any sense. So I've been having a lot of fun playing with contrast lately, so I don't know, maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but I feel like a very dark warm brown looks really nice with white, so I've been trying to play around with that a lot in this build. I did that in one of my, was it in the base game Seasons house? I think so. Yeah, I was playing around with the same color scheme because I just really like it these days. I don't know, I don't know, I like the contrast. It just like, you got the white to brighten it up, but you got the warm to like keep it warm at the same time. So yeah, I really like that. Plus, I was trying to keep it very rustic as well, but like classy in some kind of way. I'm also still stuck on the Parenthood counters. You guys know me, I love those counters. I want more. I wish we had more swatches, and yeah, I basically only use those or the ones from Jungle Adventure. I'm trying to use more base game as well, but I don't know if I'm succeeding. I feel like maybe a little bit, but maybe not really. But yeah, I also really like the contrast between those two wallpapers, because you got the more rustic, like the sort of exposed what the heck is that, exposed brick, and then you got the classy tiles that are a little bit more contemporary from Spa Day. So I like how those two looked together, and I don't know, I don't often use those tiles from Spa Day. I don't know, I feel like they're very clean, and in my builds I like rustic vibes, I like country vibes, so they don't really necessarily fit in that well because they are very clean and contemporary, but I'm trying my best to use more different items except kitchen counters because I'm stuck on those ones. So other than that, I'm trying. Even though Seasons is still new to me, so I do tend to use a lot of stuff from Seasons. That is just how that is. It's new and shiny, I want to play with it. So but at some point I will start like mixing a whole lot of different things in. I am obsessed with the windows and the doors though. Those are beautiful. I love those doors, the big doors. They are freaking gorgeous. So yes, I overuse those like crazy, but I just can't get over them. So that's just how that is. If you don't like those windows, I am sorry, but they will be on a lot of builds of mine. So yeah, that's just how that is, I guess. In here we got a little living room with a fireplace. I felt a little bit weird about putting it there because I'm not used to putting the living room that close to the front door, but I didn't know where else to put it because I did give them a pool room, kind of like an indoors pool. It has a skylight above it as well, which you can't see in the video. I don't think, you may have seen me put it down, but I don't think I actually like show it properly. It will be shown in the screenshots at the end of the video though, so you can see like there's a nice skylight like right above the pool. It would be super cool at night to like swim around in a pool with the skylight and look up at the stars or something. That would be very awesome, I think. But yeah, because of that indoors pool, I didn't really have room to give them a bigger living room either, because surprisingly the house isn't actually that big considering it's on a 40 by 30, because there is a lot of landscaping around it. So there's a lot going on in the exterior, not a lot of place or not a lot of room for the house itself, but they do have a little bit of everything, and it is for a bigger family. You can definitely put in some food bowls or something and you'd have room for pets as well. So let me know if you guys want to see an 8-sim, how would you say that? An 8-sim house? Yeah, an 8-sim house or something like that. Is that something you guys want to see? Like maybe an apartment instead or something like that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I feel like someone mentioned it at some point, but I've also gotten a lot of requests to make smaller houses, so it's like, what do I do? Yeah, a lot of the next couple of houses are gonna be huge, so you've been warned. I've been going a little bit crazy with the exteriors, and I'm sorry for that if you don't like bigger builds, but I just wanted to go crazy. Also, I do end up removing that, I don't actually know what they're called, the ones they can jump from into the pool, because I realized when I was taking screenshots, like I moved the camera down, that if the sim was to use that thing, they would actually hit their heads like against the ceiling, so I ended up removing it just because it didn't make any sense. But you can put that in there if you want to. It'll just look weird in game. I'm not actually entirely sure that they can use it, to be honest, because of that. Like, I don't know how that works exactly, but yeah, it did take up a little bit too much space, and the sim was just, it would look weird, so I ended up removing it. And here they got a little library, which is very, very cozy. It's very close, how do you say that? Like everything is very close together, and it's just very warm. I would love to have an office like this, like have a bookcase over there in the corner so I could just put everything there, have a base seat so you can sit over there with a cup of tea or hot chocolate during winter or autumn or whatever. We're going into autumn soon, well, in 1.5 months. It is sort of soon. In Scotland it turns autumn very quickly because it's not the most warm weather we have here, so it's probably going to be autumn very soonish, but I am looking forward to that. It's a perfect excuse to drink hot chocolate, and I'm so excited for that. I love myself some hot chocolate. So I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before, but like hot chocolate is my thing. Also tea, but I drink tea every day regardless of the weather, so that's like whatever, but I would love to just have a proper excuse to drink hot chocolate. Also, I am going to Disneyland, by the way. I just saw the date, and I'm going to Disneyland in less than a month, and I'm so freaking excited. Yesterday, when was it? Yesterday, because it's the 9th today, the 6th. We're going on September 6th, or the 6th of September. I can't say 6th. Anyways, English struggles. So we're going on the 6th, and I am so excited. It's less than a month away. We are going, everyone except my dad, basically, so my entire family and also partners, and it's gonna be awesome. My 2 nephews are coming as well. I've mentioned this before, but we're getting so close that I just can't, like, it's on my brain all the time because I am like a kid. I just want to go to Disneyland. So I'm so excited for that, and it's gonna be great. I'll probably end up posting a lot of pictures on Instagram. I think am I the only one who like forgets to, whenever something happens, it's not very often, by the way, because I do work from home, like it's very uneventful basically, but whenever something does happen, I don't take pictures of it. Like I forget. If I buy something new, sure, I'll take pictures of it and post it, but other than that, I just kind of forget. Plus, you can't take selfies because I look like poop all day. Because why would I get ready when I'm not going anywhere, you know? So it's gonna be nice to like get out and just take a lot of pictures. I love taking pictures. I've been into photography since I was like a little girl, like ever since I opened my eyes to, or ever since I was introduced to Photoshop, I've been so into like photography as well, like yes. So I'm very excited for that, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'll probably post a lot of the pictures on Instagram, which is gonna be great because it's kind of empty over there. I was also talking about it with my mom while I was in Denmark last month, I think, or was it the month before? It was in July, anyways, or was it in June? Whatever. here. Anyways, I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, because you know in Disneyland there are these people that are dressed up as all the Disney characters, and I freaking love that. It's a lot of fun for me. I love seeing like the different princesses walking around. I loved seeing Timon from, sorry to say it in English, Timon from Lion King. We saw him the last time in Genie, and I don't know what the two chipmunks are called in English, Chupa Chup in Danish. Anyways, so I had a lot of fun with that, and I was to my mom like, I cannot wait to see all the characters walking around Disneyland. It's gonna be so great. And she was like, yeah, your nephews are gonna love it. And I'm like, Mom, no, I'm gonna love it. Like, I don't care what they think. This is my thing. This is my trip. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the characters so much. Plus, the Avengers are gonna be there while we're there. Not the actual people, you know, but people dressed up as the Avengers, and I'm a huge superhero fan. Like, I'm crazy, whatever. I have not introduced you to that side of me, but maybe I will at some point. But I'm looking forward to seeing them so much as well. It's gonna be great. I'm like a big kid, trust me. So looking forward to that so freaking much. But yeah, went on a little bit of a sidetrack here. Stop talking about the build. I am sorry. This is the kids' room, in case you hadn't noticed it. I don't know if it's for a girl or a boy. I think it's very gender neutral. The teens room was mainly for a girl, I think. I know some of you guys have been requesting or suggesting whatever that I should make more teen boys rooms or just boys room overall. I don't know why. I just make them for girls. That's just not where my mind goes. I can't help it. That's just what happens. So I'll try to keep it in mind and do more varied room builds. Maybe add some more different personalities in there. We can definitely add some, because I tend to make them more creative types, like they like to play music or paint or something like that. But I can definitely sit down and brainstorm ideas. Like, we can make more teens that like to do sports, or gamers, or like bookworms or something. We can definitely, or I can definitely do more varied rooms for the teens, especially because I feel like it's still difficult to put personality into children's rooms. Like, it's not really, they need to have a lot of different things because they still have those skills to improve and stuff, so there's that. But definitely with teens rooms, I feel like you can do a lot. And yeah, I'll try to like make more varied rooms basically. But here in this little tiny room is just basically a cupboard. It's the toddler room, but I didn't know what else to do with it because I did not want to make one long room, and I also knew they needed a bathroom on the top floor. So yeah, the toddler room is very tiny. That's just how that is. They don't need a lot of space. They're tiny Sims anyways, so they'll fit perfectly in there. But yeah, that's just how that is. They do have a little room in there. On the back terrace, I gave them a little cozy corner over there with some of the wicker, what do you call them? Wicker whatever from the laundry day stuff back. And I also gave them a chess table, as always, because I like to put chess tables on my back terraces. I've explained this a few times. I just like the idea of the Sims sitting outside and playing chess in the nature while looking over out of the woods background or something like that. I like that thought. Yeah, whatever. They don't really do that when they play, but it's just a nice thought. So there is that. The swing is so cute, so of course I needed it. It bothers me that there's no terrain paint under it, but that's just how that is this time around. I did end up framing up the areas that I put plants in with, because there is a dirt floor tiles that I'm using for that, and then I'm kind of like framing it up with the, like, it's not really a fence, like this is like small line that we got with the Get to Work. You'll see that later on, so I just framed them up and put some dirt there so it looks a little bit more realistic. I really like to play with terrain paint when I do exteriors, so you'll see a lot of dirt here and there where it's supposed to be, like where it looks more realistic, and it bothers me that I can't paint on foundations. So I'm trying to find a workaround for that, and this is how we're doing it this time. But there is no terrain paint under, like no dirt paint under the swing, and it bothers me just a little bit. But that's just how that is. We're gonna have to live with it basically. But yeah, other than that, they get the gazebo, like I said before, just a little cozy area for the Sims to sit and hang out and talk. And then they also get the barbecue area down on the left side, I think, yes, where there's like it's a little framed area. I also gave them a little seating area out here because this back terrace is, or the back porch I guess you would call it, is connected to the kitchen, so they can sit outside and eat during the summer if they want to. or they can just sit down there by the grill as well. So they have plenty of seating spaces outside, and yeah, it is built during the summer, so I suppose I was thinking like, oh yeah, they should totally sit outside. Who wouldn't want to sit outside? Lucky them, they don't have mosquitoes. Actually, I don't know if they do. They might have the mosquitoes in Granite Falls. I'm not entirely sure because it's been a while since I've been to Granite Falls, so I know they have bugs, but I'm not entirely sure about mosquitoes. But anyways, I like this little sitting area down here. I did put the pillows there just so like it looked like there could be 5 Sims total, because I do believe they are 5 Sims total living in the house. Although I think I forgot to put in a high chair down there, but they can't use it anyways, so that's whatever. There's a high chair in the dining room though, so I did remember that. I remembered it like before I even made the toddler room. I was like, you need to put a high chair, which I often forget, so I'm a little proud of myself for remembering. But yeah, also I put a guitar here as well for this little cozy gazebo area, just because it would be cute for them to just sit there and sing songs together or whatever they want to do. But anyways guys, we are going into screenshots soon, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. I hope you like the build. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. Let me know in the comment section down below if you do have any suggestions to builds you want to see here on the channel, and I will try to have a look at it once I have time and once I'm over my building craze, because I do have like 12 work in progresses right now because I'm crazy, but that's fine, whatever. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
There's simply nothing we can't do, as long as you just feel it too. Open up your eyes and see the world, and we can win this game, as long as you just feel the same. You'll never walk alone. I've seen your face. Living life is dangerous, but there's a map for every maze. Yeah, you can be a bird, tell the stories you have heard, and live your life today. It doesn't matter what they say. There's simply nothing we can't do, as long as you just feel it too. Open up your eyes and see the world, and we can win this game, as long as you just feel the same. We will never walk. There's simply nothing we can't do, as long as you just feel it too. Open up your eyes and see the world, and we can win this game, as long as you just feel it.